Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and it's time. The patch is in here. What it means? A lot. So let's get over the patch notes. The patch version 1.7.2.18. The download size relatively small, from 5 to 15 gigabytes depending on platform. Design changes and improvements. Weapon changes. Although we are playing in a post-apocalyptic world, we still want to keep that world fair, fun, and inviting to all. While you have been exploring and rebuilding, we have been working on a new system that works behind the scenes to remove illegal attachments combinations that violate the EULA, to ensure that every single player is using and trading the same items and has the same advantages as you. In today's update, we are implementing a system that will remove illegal mods attached to weapons that cannot be obtained in-game. Most players will not notice any change to their existing weapons. However, players who are in possession of a weapon with a mod that cannot be equipped naturally to the weapon may notice a damage decrease to the weapon, and the mod will no longer exist. And now, more details, bug fixes and improvements. And I will only stop on important ones. I will mostly skip visual ones, but you can read, you can pause. I will show everything on the screen, and I will attach a link to these patch notes in the description if you missed it, so don't worry about that. There are some adjustments for power armor in the first person view with Alien Invader power armor paint and heavy weapons, so I bet that's about obstructing your view a little bit less. We have some audio improvements as well, including Scout's banner now plays the correct sound effect while being used. I don't even know what exactly was the problem. Next we have camps and shelters improvements. And now the 9-ball table correctly grants you +2 charisma after being used. They fix a problem with third zapper, so now it can be displayed on the wall weapon rack. Oh, that's interesting, related to free camp players can no longer place floor objects on top of their character while in free camp mode. I didn't even know it was a thing. Sounds cool, so bad it's no longer here. Oh, they fixed issue with nuclear winter trophies. Now you can build them again. They have been missing for a while. It's fixed. And there is some other minor improvements related to camp items. You can read through those. Next we go into challenges and Nuka World on Tour. It's finally fixed. Events completed in Nuka World on Tour now correctly count towards complete the events in the Ash Heap challenge. It was not counting before. So finally that is fixed. Next we have Mad Dog Malone fix. When in his down state, Mad Dog Malone no longer appears in the nearby corpses menu. Oh, I wasn't able that you were able to loot him. And some minor fixes for Mining HQ and Lady G's from Nuka World on Tour. Then events. Distinguished guests. Rewards fixed. You will get correct rewards now. Some fixes to items related to Feed the People. All Nuka World on Tour events finally drop Legendary Cores, as all world events supposed to, so those are dropping that as well. And some minor fixes related to Nuka World on Tour events and missions. Next we go over items. Junk. Gold tablespoons now provide gold instead of silver when scrapped. Wow, I didn't even notice for so long we are getting only silver from gold teaspoons. But that's fixed. Gunpowder, that's the awaited one. It's now scrap and can be stored in the scrap box. So this is amazing improvement for my carry weight, personally. Nuka Grape now shows the correct value of rats removed after drinking. So it was incorrect. I don't know by how much. I'm interested to check it out when the game will be live. Oh, T65, right arm now requires the same resources as left arm to craft. It was different before. Oh wow, sometimes those things are you would not expect, but they exist. Oh, finally, Radaway Diluted reduced the debuff timer from 2 hours to 7 minutes to be more aligned with Radaway, which has a 15-minute debuff timer. And debuff timer, if you don't know what they're talking about, it refers to increased risk of catching a disease after using Radaway or Radaway Diluted. It was ridiculously long. Sunshine Oil. Oh, what's that? Adjusted the Sunshine Oil to use the correct damage resistance effect. The damage reduction now also is increased by the herbivore mutation. Oh. I need to check this oil again when I will have opportunity. It has been buffed, I hope, not nerfed. They're not clear what exactly changed. We'll check it out. Then we have localization, various fixes. That tells us a lot, but those are not important usually, so that's fine. Then perks. Quack Surgeon now will work with Mire Magic Moonshine and Vintage version, so that is good. Then perk sharing. Added a gameplay setting to allow players to reject shared perks from team members. Oh wow! So no more trolling other players by sharing perks they do not want to use. That's how some people were trolling blooded players. So yeah, that's actually cool addition. I don't know if necessary. I would much more like to see explosive setting to reduce the visuals from explosions and screen shake, but we are getting that. It's useful too, so I'm not complaining. I'm just reminding that we need control over screen flash and screen shake. Next, quests. Disarming Discovery, Dagel will no longer become hostile to the player prematurely. That's good. Flavors of Mayhem. Players will no longer receive syringer ammo upon reload. Oh, okay. I didn't even know it was a thing. Doesn't sound very important. It's fixed. Client stability. Address a client crash that could occasionally occur when returning to the main menu from an expedition. Always good. Fixing crashes is always good. User interface. Local looting. Allies in a down state will no longer appear in the nearby corpses menu. What? Wow! I didn't know that was a thing. So you were able to loot allies? I bet it refers only to NPCs because it says allies, not players. So downstate allies, you could loot them from the nearby corpse menu. Wow, that is so hilarious that I like it. Fanfare. Adjusted the seismic activity event start banner to not overlap animations. Pip-Boy, Bubblehead. Big Guns now displays its buff in the Pip-Boy. Oh, okay, good. Next we go into weapons. That's the important topic, weapons. Ammunition. The explosive prefix on weapons only applies to bullets, excluding railway spikes. And that's very mysterious, and we'll only know what exactly happened when I log into the game. But that's what it says. Next, ammunition. Recoverable projectiles from the player's weapons are no longer able to be looted by other players. Oh, I love that change. That's awesome. Sometimes I accidentally looted so many heavy ammo, then I needed to drop it to move because someone was using railway rifle and I steal their ammo unintentionally from area looting. So no longer happening. Very good. Flamer. Address an issue causing the Flamer to give false positive damage numbers when hitting enemies in VATS. The Flamer will now hit enemies during VATS more efficiently. Oh. I don't know what exactly that means, but sounds promising. Mods. The Auto Axe and Chainsaw now show the number of mods unlocked at workbenches. Melee. The Cultist Dagger and Bowie Knife can now be modded. Cool. Next melee. The Deathclaw Gauntlet and Meat Hook no longer use one-handed weapon perks. They still benefit from unarmed perks. The Meat Hook is not using one-handed weapon perks for like 2 years now. What am I missing? You guys tell me, because I don't know what happened here. That seems like a patch notes from 2 years ago. Mods. The Slick Mod effect now stacks when applied to 2 pieces of leg armor. That's okay, but does it even work, Bethesda? Are you sure it works? It's stuck now, but if it doesn't work in first place, is it related to speed that you have capped already with Speed Demon? Probably. Mr. Handy Buzzblade, or how I like to call it, Buzzblade. Reduce the watts AP cost for Mr. Handy Buzzblade. So now it's usable in watts, assuming the watts will actually hit anything. The watts with automatic melee weapons is very gimmicky. Like, I cannot ever hit a Scorchbeast Queen with watts. She's just too big. We'll see. Rifles. Assault rifles now correctly have the rifle classification regardless of how it is modded. Next, radium rifles now have an increased chance to learn mods when scrapped. Test Zapper. Fix an issue that caused unlimited throwables with a Test Zapper equipped. No more grenade spam with Test Zapper, but it was fun when it lasted. I cannot complain. It was hilarious and fun. I'm not even sure how much intentional and how much unintentional it was, because this fix on PTS was available for months now, so I bet they were okay with us using those grenades a little bit. Test Zapper. Fix a bug where the water ammo for the Test Zapper appeared in the favorites wheel. Oh, I never experienced this bug. Now I feel like I missed on something. I never saw water under new tab. Oh, I will never see it now. So bad. Words. Private words. Fix an issue causing several quest and event-related NPCs to not be present on private words. Okay. Next private words. Fix an issue causing legendary exchange stations and the encrypted terminal to not appear in private words. I did not experience that, but to be honest, my private word is not as useful because, Bethesda, if you can please fix my friend list, I will definitely use it more. I cannot access my friend list. If that could have been fixed. Or my friend list reset. That would be amazing, but I can only wish for that. Anyway, this being said, let me know what you think about these patch notes and removal of legacy and illegal weapons. Yes, I intentionally put those two separate as this is not the same thing for me. Let me know how you feel about it. And I cannot wait to do the video or the live stream about after patch. The after patch situation. I'm curious what's happening in Fallout universe when it will go live. And now as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you all in the next one.